Good evening, everybody, and welcome to SCFC Fans React. And tonight we bring you another episode of Mackem Monday with myself, Sean Middleton, on the panel tonight. We also have Alyssa. Alyssa Rowell, how are you doing, Alyssa?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Not too bad. A bit hype back, so I've had a few Red Bull. But I'm all right. We also have the very, very intelligent Matthew Lee.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And we also have the very funny and witty Graham. How are we doing, Graham?
All right, Sean, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. It was a bit strange not having a Sunderland game the weekend.
Oh, nah.
What did everyone do instead? What did everyone do instead for their Saturday?
What'd you do? And we'll start with you, Graham. What'd you do on the Saturday?
I was booked to go to a party on the Saturday night. So in some respects, I was pleased there was no football on, so I went to that. But in the mid-morning, I got a text from a mate of mine. Fancy going to watch Biggleswade Town play today? It's like, no. They won 7-0. So I kind of wish I'd gone because it had been value for money for a tenner, but, sometimes shit just happens.
Fair enough.
What do you do, Alyssa, on your spare weekend?
Not much to be honest. I'm in isolation, so I probably just lie in my bed, to be honest, on my phone. What I've been doing for like the last few days anyway. So nothing too interesting.
Nothing too interesting. Matthew, what did you do on your?
I went to the cinema and watched No Time to Die, the new James Bond movie. It was probably one of the most traumatic things I've ever had to go through. But it was a very good film, very, very good film. But I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But it's quite sad, to be honest. But I had a good Saturday.
I haven't seen the new Bond film, but I will try and get around to watching it. First of all, I will say this once and once only. Please subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost a penny. So please hit that subscribe button. We would really, really appreciate that. And also, if you wouldn't mind, we've got the live chat going and the super chat. So if you want to donate some money to the channel, you can do so. But if you don't, it's fine. But it just helps us, buy new things for the channel. First of all, on the live chat, we've got AJ here. We've also got Joanne Punchin, Ethan. I think that's Ethan. Is that Ethan on there? I think is it. Ethan.
Yes.
Ethan.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
AJ, Acacia Cameron, Jude. The Four Tops. Morgan Greer, my cameraman. I'll be staying there soon. Well, so we've got Clayton. Have I seen Clayton? Clayton Edwards. Sorry, Clayton's there. Ben Carter was obviously a member of the team as well. Steve Flounders also. So thanks to you guys who tuned in. Please could you just give us a share on your social media if you wouldn't mind. I've just retweeted there, but if you could retweet that, please. Anyway, just a little bit different tonight. We have got a quiz. We're going to do the quiz in about half an hour's time. I'd say it might just be over. I think Christian done the quiz and Matthew will sort that quiz out. But like I say, with no game being played, and obviously the last game was last Tuesday against Lincoln and the Papa Johns. There's not much to talk about, so I'm just going to ask a few questions. And you can ask some questions in the live chat if you want to ask the guys some questions or ask Alyssa any questions. Just feel free to do so, and I'll try and read them out. Sorry,
just
Jim.
before we talk about Lincoln, because I missed Friday night, and I know Matthew was there. He was in another part of the ground and whatnot. But Matthew, could you hear those two blokes who stood next to me who continuously throughout the game kept shouting,
Leapage!
Oh my days. Absolutely horrendous. It was very Goonies-esque.
You sometimes get that
Man.
Each should have won in regards to that, but never mind. Also, as well, just quickly, I've got to mention it as well. If you after some good clothing wear, good caps, t-shirts, coats, go over and give the website a check out. I don't say the name because I got it right, but I'll try. Fritters Slaughter. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah,
Fritters
that's fair
Slaughter.
enough.
Some good guys. Sean is a good guy, and Big Goldie. They've got a good glove and wear there. So go across. You get 20% off on your first orders. So please check them out and see what you think. There's some great game on there. Anyway, right, moving on. Your first question, because I've got 5 questions, so I'll get the questions, and like you see, if you've got any questions in the live chat, please put them in, and if I've got time,
Excuse me.
I'll start with Matthew. I'll start with you first, mate. What and where was the greatest goal you've ever seen in a stadium? So it might have been watching something, it might have been the England game, or it might have been another game. But what was your greatest goal you've ever seen in a ground, and like live, and the reasons why?
I think I'd have to say probably McGeady against Portsmouth at Wembley. I think I hadn't, to be honest with you, been going to games. I haven't really seen that many, because it's only really in the last few years I've been going to a lot of games. So probably then I think being at Wembley and everything like that, with 40,000 Sunderland fans there, and there's a brilliant free kick as well. So I'd probably have to say that one, to be honest. It's just a shame we didn't win, really. Yeah,
good choice, mate. Like you see, if you put your favourite goal in the live chat, I'll try and get it up. Somebody says Ian Johnson said Defoe versus the Mags. I'll see it.
The filth.
Morgan Gray says Defoe's volley versus Newcastle, no reason needed. Yeah, it was outstanding, that goal. It was unbelievable volley on his weaker side as well. You know what I mean? Especially against our bitter rivals as well. Alyssa, what was your greatest goal you've ever seen like live in a stadium? And you
that one was going to be mine. I got asked that question the other day, and that's what I said. But I'm going to pick something different because it's already been said. But just for memories now, I would say Lee Catmull's just first goal at the Stadium of Light for me. Just seeing him score. Obviously, he was at the club 9-10 years, never scored a home goal. So when that one went in, that one was pretty special. But I would say my all-time favourite had to be Defoe's volley against Newcastle. It's just the way he describes it as well. He's had so many interviews and they've talked about it, and he talked about it as if he didn't even mean to do it. He was like, "Oh yeah, I was just really tired and I just hit it." It was but it's such an iconic moment, and yeah, I would say one of those two, definitely.
Good choice. That's a good choice. Ben Carr says, G Dong Rung against Man City all them years ago. Yes, I remember that as well. I was there on the ground. That was, I think it was New Year's Day, wasn't it? When we won that game?
It was 2012. Good job you weren't interviewing there, Sean. You would have missed it. You would have left the ground before.
I always miss the last 10 minutes. I've got to set the camera up. It's the tripod, what takes up the time, to be fair. But it's just the way it is. But no, that was a great day. I mean, we're just defending for our lives, and we did it so well, and they were getting frustrated. I think just before that they had a chance, and I think the ball went up, and I don't know if it was Martin Abelsson put in the corner. I'm not sure, but it was great work by Sessegnon. Wasn't down the left, and it was the goal was great. He turned hard as well and put in the noise was just unbelievable. It was definitely that was a great moment. So well said to Ben for that. Acacia Cameron Joe says, I've just lost it. Ross Stewart goal versus Cheltenham. NBA Ballot says Sterling versus Germany. The ground went mental. I'll tell you something now. That's a good. You know what? When you see the videos and the replays when we scored the two goals, but the second one now against Germany in the Euros, the fans was just limbs, was just bodies all over the place. It was an unforgettable feeling. That like you see, that was great as well. Julio Archer away at Bradford says Chris Scott. Hanning 95 says Alan Kennedy's gone from the halfway line. I think you means. AJJ. Well, I'm going to cut my mine because that's mine. Somebody's done something there in the chat. Richardson free kick. First win at home. Wait at Walford, I think was 20 odd years, wasn't it? Yeah, that was going to come to mind. That was mine as well because I was there that day as well. I think it was 2008. Richardson, I think, was about I could be wrong with the minutes. It could be 78, 79 minutes. And I was at the end as well where he took the free kick. And the wind was terrible that day. It was really bad, the wind that day. It was awful. I was in the town centre with me 2 mates and that, and there was a few of us. And when he hit the ball, Jesus, he didn't offer it. I think if she had given got a hand to it, it would probably brought his arm. It was just hit that powerful. And obviously when it went in, the ball went in, I just went down the steps because I was in the north upper where the away fans are now. I just fell down the steps and was just diving. That was it was an unbelievable feeling. And I think I was on the sick as well for a few weeks after that, so I'd done me back in it. I was falling down the steps. So I just remember that, but it was well worth it beating Newcastle, and that goal was great. Graham, your greatest ever goal in the ground?
I've got a couple that I've seen in the ground, and none of them have been mentioned yet. David Vaughan against Newcastle, where he battered it from too far out from expecting him to score. And the other one was a defender who scored, midfielder who scored against Arsenal, probably before Matthew and Alyssa were born. And it was Stefan Schwartz against Arsenal. Do you remember the ball come down the right-hand side? And he got it about 20 yards out, and it looked like he just toe-penked it, but it kept going right and in the top corner. Absolute belter. Absolute belter.
Good choice, Graham. Good choice. There's some good ones there. Trying. John Pemberton in the live chat says, Carlos Edwards screaming against Burnley, went in like a rocket. I think everybody remember that one. I can't remember the year. I think it might have been 2006-07. Matthew, go with the years. 2006
7.
2007. Roy Keane. There was the manager. I remember the goal. Like say, but Jesus, he did not hit that. I think I was speaking to Carlos Edwards before about that, and he said it was one of the greatest moments he's ever had. So, Steve Francis, Vic Hallam, 1973 Cup Weekly against Man City, Roker Park. I don't know if Lisa and Matthew remember that, but I've seen the replays. But can you remember that, Graham? Vic Hallam in 1973. The Vic Hallam goal in 1973. I think it was.
No, I'm going to say no to that.
No, I think I've seen the videos on that, on that one, but yeah, good one coming in. Bradley Young says, "Evening lads, all right, Bradley, how you doing, pal?"
Oh, Bradley.
Yeah. Lewis Wallace says, obviously, the caller said, "Would score in the bank of the River Wear." Famously as well, the what's his name again? His name. Was the
Simon Crabtree.
Simon Crabtree, yeah. Simon Crabtree's famous words when the ball went in, and some of the words he said after was well. It was great. It was an unforgettable feeling that night as well. Anyway, moving on to my next question. Best ever atmosphere at a game. I mean, this doesn't have to be a Southern game. It could be another game. Matthew, you might have been to different games down. I don't know, but just your best ever atmosphere at a game. I'll go with Alyssa first. It doesn't have to be what you've been to, but what one you've seen on the telly and you think, oh Jesus, that was something else.
There's a couple that spring to mind. I think obviously when we played the first game when fans were back against Lincoln, obviously just for being the so little fans and the amount of noise that was made, it was just the best feeling as well, I guess, just to be back. But I'd have to say probably like any like England Euro, like the final, like you could not even just like in the crowds, but as you saw like in the pubs, or like when you were with your mates, like the atmosphere, everyone was just buzzing off it. Obviously, like the ending wasn't what everyone wanted, but that just the atmosphere and that it really lifted the whole country in a time probably where we needed it. To be honest, everyone was just sick of COVID, and I think that it just made people a lot more excited about it. So I'd probably have to go with that.
Yeah, like I say, when it was that full season played behind closed doors. I think when the Lincoln game, I know that wasn't. It was. I think it was about 11,000. I can't remember the exact attendance, but do you know what? It was the atmosphere was not for so limited fans in the ground. The noise was unbelievable. Like I tell you what, we couldn't have done any more that day. Getting behind the players.
You could hear it on Sky Sports as well. Like
it was unbelievable. The noise. I'm saying we played our part in that game. It's just I don't know what happened in the second half. But, we just weren't the same. But the noise, the fans didn't off. They got behind them players, and we give it all. But the players did as well the first half. But unfortunately, it just didn't work out. But look, we started it is what it is, and we started the season really well. just going back to the live chat. Don't forget to hit the like button if you wouldn't mind as well. Just if you exit the live chat, just give us a thumbs up, please. Bradley Young says, I'm going to keep it at Sunderland. I think he's on about the Bradford game, the 46,000, wasn't it? I think we won. Was it 1-0 that day? I think that was a good atmosphere. I think the pundits on Sky Sports are saying, how this club is in this division is just it's just shame. I mean, even them appears and saying that 46,000 in the third tier is something else. I'm not sure if it set a record that day. I can't remember. I think they might have.
It did, yeah.
Did it set the
The
record?
League
that
One
day?
attendance.
2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, it was brilliant. NBA Ballers, it says best atmosphere England versus Germany at the Euros. I think that's my friend I was talking to on Twitter. I think I forget his name again. Sorry, pal, but he does speak his name again. But he's saying because he was at that game and he said that was unbelievable. DP says 1990 the Mags are weird. Playoff second leg. Well, there's another one. That's a good one. Punching just put there. I mean, the first leg was at the Roker Park, and we missed a penalty in the 90th minute. And if you can remember, Graham, and it was a save by the keeper. I think it was Paul Hardiman. I think with a penalty. And saved by the keeper. But the second leg, Jesus, it was great night when it beating them at their stadium, and the fans trying to run on the pitch.
Get on the pitch. Yeah.
We took the lead through. I think it was Eric Gates. Gary, I was down the right, good cross. Eric Gates put it in. And then obviously the second goal was the killer, wasn't it? It was a good pass by Gates and Gabby Daney left foot, bottom corner. Good choice that Dave. Really good choice, mate. Very good choice, that is. Acacia Cameron says definitely the atmosphere at Wembley. England versus Germany was absolutely amazing. And you couldn't really argue. It was something else, wasn't it? Steve Flam says, Sean, the older ones will probably see the night we beat Man City in 73 and the replay, 53,000 in Roker Park, acknowledged by many of our greatest nights. I was 11. That's another one. That's a good choice. Chris Scott says 0-0 away at Arsenal to keep us up. We wanted our Dick back after that. Do you know what? That was a good one. Do you know what? Because I remember watching that night. I wasn't there, but Dave Jones is a big Sunderland fan, and he was in the studio. And he was a nervous wreck all the way through the game. When we drew the game, we stayed up. That was a great feeling. Yeah, but this club shouldn't be fighting to stay up in the Premier League. We should be. Michael Bauer said at the day we should be fighting to get into Europe, man. We're a big club and we should be aiming higher. But anyway, Matthew, I've asked you about your.
No, you haven't asked me yet. No, me or Graham yet. Not yet.
Your greatest atmosphere of the game, yeah.
Well, I'll keep it Sunderland based. I'd have to say Watford away just after we beat Everton 3-0 to stay up and sent the Mags down, and I think it was the last game of the season. We drew 2-2, but just as I say, the atmosphere was incredible. Our team was literally just youngsters, but we were singing the whole game, like the entire game, singing like anti-Newcastle songs all game, and it was brilliant. And I think it was the one time, we could do that, with complete freedom of, they can't say anything back because, we've just sent them down. So that was fantastic. Jack Rodwell scored that day for us as well. Jeremy Lenz. So, it was that I have to say probably, I mean, there's been a few, even that 3-0 Everton game, that was incredible. Really, but no, for me, the one I'd been at was probably Watford away. That was incredible.
Good choice. Going up, going
down. The goal. Yeah, we're seeing that the whole game.
I know.
People were dressed as they had big fat boots on, and they were dressed as waiters with the Rafa. What's it called? Rafa Benitez. They're just walking around as big fat Spanish waiters, loads of them.
Anyway, in the live chat, Morgan Gray says Everton at home in 2016 to relegate the Mags. What a night that was! Like as Matthew just said, that was another unforgettable feeling. Those were the days, weren't they? Jesus Christ, bring them back, please. NBA Baller said the playoff finals, Charlton versus Sunderland, always good atmospheres. Yes, I mean, he just said there. I remember in '98 when we played in the old Wembley before it got knocked down and rebuilt, and that was the atmosphere. Jesus, me dad and me and my uncle went we went down that day. I was 15 or 16 year old, I think I was in there. 4-4 in an unbelievable game. It just had everything. And the atmosphere, I'll tell you something now, when we scored the equaliser, it was unbelievable. The second goal, when we took the lead, it was just bodies everywhere. And I mean, I was only a young lad at the time. I was, oh, Jesus Christ, the noise was unbelievable. And the whole day was great, apart from obviously losing on penalties. It was awful, wasn't it? But look, you have good moments and you have bad moments in football. You've just got to enjoy them, the great moments, because as a Southern fans, as they, listen, when Graham and Matthew will tell you, they don't come round very often, but when they do, you've got to just cherish them moments, the good moments they are. Graham, your greatest...
I've successfully been super trumped twice. I was fortunate to be at the playoff second leg with the 10,000 fans that were there, and honestly, it was like putting a pair of comfortable shoes back on your feet. Right, nobody was sat in the only thing was nobody. Well, certainly nobody that I knew was sat anywhere near their season ticket seat. So it was something different, but the noise was just incredible, like literally incredible. To say there was like a third of the normal capacity. If you go on 30,000, like a third of the capacity was just the noise was electric. And then I was going to go for us beating Everton to send the Mags down. So I got done then as well. So I'm going to go on to my third choice. And my third choice was only a couple of seasons ago. Milton Keynes Dons away, where Lyndon Gooch scored. Came in from the right hand side, cut back in on himself, and then literally just bobbed it over the top of the goalkeeper. I was like bear in mind, I don't know what, maybe 2,500, 3,000 there, and like it literally went mental. Of course, that smoke bomb went off. Just incredible.
It was. I mean, I done a video. I think we scored. I put on Twitter, and I got a few thousand views. I think I was talking to Chris Hughes as well, big Sunderland fan, and I think he done a video as well. And it was unbelievable. It was a great moment. Good choice, Graham. Really good choice, mate. Anyway, back in the live chat, Colin Major. I think that is a friend of NBA Bars as well. It's just donated £5 to the channel. So thanks very much to Colin Major. It was donated £5. It's much, much appreciated. Really, really appreciate that. Thanks very much, pal. Absolutely loved the Chelsea away leg for the Milko final. Honey 95. Lauren Kenny, hi guys. Apologies, I'm late. That's all right. We'll let you off. Chris got his
just this once.
Gary Keir, who I spoke to a couple of weeks ago, and he was kind of sloshed. Everybody, sorry I tuned in late, but I have already hit the like button. I said, do you want to interview? He went, no, no chance when I've had too much drink.
At least he's honest.
Anyway, moving on to the next question. I've only got 5, and then we'll go to the quiz. But I've also got a little game that I'm going to try and get through as well if I've got enough time.
No.
It's Graham's impressions. That's what we're doing.
It's definitely not. Definitely not. I've enough trouble impersonating myself.
And I'm speaking hypothetically here, yeah. But I know as a Sunderland fan, there's never many good times, is there? But if you could turn back the time, yeah, and you could change it and you could support somebody else. And I'm speaking hypothetically here, and we've all just got to just give one team. If you could change instead of supporting Sunderland, if you got a little soft spot for another team, who would it be and why? If you could just turn back the clock and say, the Sunderland's always filling me with misery and sadness. I'm going to turn back the clock and I'll support somebody else. Who would it be and why? Alyssa, I'll start with you.
I've always quite liked Leicester City. Just the story with winning the Premier League when no one thought they would, and I like the atmosphere around the club. The owners seem really engaged with the players and the fan base and what goes on. It just seems like a really nice family club, and I've been to the King Power, and it's a nice stadium. And yeah, I think you have that taste of success, but it's not constant. It's not I wouldn't be able to support a Man City or a Liverpool, where you're just, because the feeling of winning's just gone, isn't it? Really, and it doesn't become special. But I think if I was a Leicester fan, then life would be all right. Yeah, if I had to, Jeez.
No, that's what I'm saying. If it's only, it's just if you've got to. And do you know what? You'll be surprised. There's quite a lot of people have got a lot of time for Leicester City. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe when they won the Premier League that time, a lot of people, because they're not really a big club, not being disrespectful, and that season when they won the Premier League, I think everybody wanted to win it, didn't they? Just so it's something different, and it gives like other these little smaller clubs the belief that maybe one day they could do that. You know what I mean? And I think there's a lot of people say that about Leicester. They've got a lot of time for them, and that's a good choice. Matthew. You little snigger there in the corner. He's sniggering away.
My honest
He's going to
answer.
say Newcastle.
No, honestly, my honest answer is if I didn't support Sunderland, I probably wouldn't like football, and that's my honest answer. Because recently I went to go watch a West Ham game, and in the Europa League, and I was watching it, and I just was like, do you know what? I don't actually like football. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, as a neutral watching it, I don't really enjoy. I don't really think it's interesting. I don't take a big interest in it. It's sort of like when you go watch a Sunderland game, Linda Gooch comes forward. You're like, go on. But it's watching another team, you don't really feel connected. And honest answer, I genuinely don't think I'd like football. I don't think I would. And I honestly haven't got an answer for you, because there's really not another team I would support. I honestly have no interest in anyone else. As I say, I honestly wouldn't like football.
No, that's fair enough. I'm just speaking hypothetically, and it's just to fill the time, because, like you say, we haven't got a game to talk about, and we're unsure what we're going to do to sort of fill the void there tonight and Friday. But no, that's fine, Matthew. That's respect, mate. And if you kind of think of somebody else, Graham, I tell you what I'll do first. I'll go to the live chat. In case you come and Jude, there's 26 likes so far. So let's keep getting more likes.
All right, Motley.
Marion says, hello, everyone. Loving your show. Aaron James, evening, folks. I just went off the thing. I hate when that happens.
I've got something for Graham to do. Graham, sing us this.
Absolutely no chance. As you well know, Matthew, from having attended football matches with me, A, I'm tone deaf, and B, I can't sing, so there's no chance of that happening whatsoever.
Oh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ross Stewart is the best on earth. Loch Ness Drogba is all that we need. He will take us to the Premier League. There you go.
Beautiful. Music to my ears.
2002, Leon says, Lee Gamble says, don't buy them trainers, Sean. They are rank.
Yes, they are minging. Yeah, they're horrendous.
Juan's Punching says he's already bought them.
Sean.
Nike's released. No, we like Nike. Nike.
If I were you, I'd go with Cheese's Nazareth option. It's just to draw them on you every day instead. Different players every day. Far better.
Has anyone seen the £20 note with Sean on it?
Oh, it's
the new money. Oh, right, okay. Just keep talking. I'm going to try and get it on screen.
Anyway, Morgan Gray says, Aston Villa. Was it Aston Villa? My mum is a Villa fan, so I don't have much of a choice. Good, no, that's a good one, Morgan. Morgan, I've got your coat as well, so I'll drop it off tomorrow or the next day, mate. Ben Carr, Liverpool, as my granddaughter is a Scouser. Well, I'll just come to that quickly and see my team. My nana lived down Liverpool for 30, 40 years. She lived in Toxteth, which is a very rough part of Liverpool. She moved from there years and years ago. So I've always had a soft spot for Liverpool. My mum, I think actually the first strip my mum ever bought was a Liverpool strip. So I had a soft spot for Liverpool, and so if I could have supported any other team, that's the team I would support. And if I did support Liverpool, you'd be very happy winning the Champions League. How many times? 6-time Champions League winners, 20-odd league titles. Matthew's got not buying it, but that's mine. Liverpool, I've had a soft spot for them, but not so much now. But never mind. Colin Major says Spurs for me. BJJ says Spurs era with Ozzy Ardiles and Villa. Scottish team Motherwell just because of the name. Steve Lamb says Arsenal when Alan Sunderland play for them. That's good. That's a good choice.
Like it.
I've asked everybody about the
Graham's turn.
Graham, is it Graham? Graham
and I'm the only one that's not picking a British team either. I didn't really get into football until maybe the mid to late 90s, and I spent a lot of time in Germany on school exchanges. We went to Bremen in northern Germany, so I had a bit of a thing for the green and white of Werder Bremen. There's one of the ends of the stadium. It translates from German the slaughterhouse. And the first game I went there was a European. It used to be called the Cup Winners' Cup. It's called the Europa League now. And they were playing Sparta Prague, and it was 0-0 in the first leg. Second leg was at the Weser Stadion, and an hour in it was still 0-0. And Bremen got a corner. The corner came out to one of their attacking midfielders, called Mario Basler, and he must have been about. And I maybe 25, 30 yards out. He chested the ball down, dropped it onto his foot, and banged it straight in the top left-hand corner. This slaughterhouse went absolutely fucking mental. Fireworks, the lot. Like the Germans live. I'm sorry for swearing, and I know there's the watershed and whatnot, but the Germans are fucking crackers, man. Like literally fireworks and bounce. You know the thing they do. You know the thing they do where they all bounce simultaneously. I don't know what it's called, but they all bounce simultaneously. It was like that. You know, it was famous in Germany before they did it in the Euros like 5 years ago. So Werder Bremen.
Nice, great, good choice. Yeah, this is what it's all about.
Looks a bit more like one of the Gallagher brothers.
Oh,
that is absolute quality. That man, it is, man.
I'd make one revision of that where it says £20 at the bottom. I'd take the O out of it so it reads £20. £20. Aye.
Anyway, thanks for that, Graham. It's good. This is what's all about, different choices. Paul Lead in the chat. I think is that Matthew? Is that your dad? Paul
Lead? he should be at work.
Yeah, he's just
should be working till 11 p.m. I don't know why he's watching.
What about when you went to West Ham and Fulham?
Yeah, that was only last week, and as I say,
in the same week.
In the same week, within the space of about 3 days, and both games were dead boring, to be honest. So as I just said, West Ham Europa League and Fulham Championship was dead boring.
I just want to say it quickly as well. Sorry, Graham. I just want to say it quickly as well. I'll put it on the screen because if he's all watching the boxing on Saturday night, what an unbelievable fight that was, mind. I don't know if you've watched it, but congratulations to Tyson Fury. Like it was just that fight was. It was nerve-wracking. My heart was in my mouth. It was a brilliant boxing fight. It done, the boxing the world of good. And Tyson Fury getting off the floor twice to come back and win and stop Deontay Wilder, who hit him with his best shots. I'll tell you something now. It was just something else, that fight. It was just unbelievable. And, it's one of the greatest fights you'll ever see. It was. And the finish as well.
I must say, in that 11th round where Fury had Wilder up against the rope, and he caught him with a left, and he thought, "Ooh, that might well be it." And Wilder kind of like half had a shot on him, and then Fury come around with that right hook. The power in it, just incredible, man! Absolutely unbelievable. Great fight.
Was I just wanted to get it out there because talking about special moments, which I'll come to. My next question. Which I might as well bring this question up now.
Hang on a minute. What was Graham going to say before?
Oh, sorry, Graham.
Oh no, yes, sorry. What I was going to say was 2 football games in a week. The West Ham one. Do you want to tell them about the free bar?
Oh yeah.
Sorry for bouncing you to your father.
That's all right. So basically, we paid £15 for tickets, and we got upgraded to corporate. Which was quite nice, and there were loads of free pints at half time, which I'm sure Graham would have absolutely loved.
I would have done. Thanks.
Sean wouldn't have liked it because obviously he's off the booze. However, they did have like bottomless free Diet Coke and Fanta and literally everything. So I paid £30 at Fulham to sit in wooden seats, and then £15 at West Ham to sit in nice corporate padded seats. But it didn't change the fact that the game was dead boring. But yeah, still, apart from that, enjoyed the experience and enjoyed talking to some West Ham fans who were very interested in talking about Sunderland and whatnot. So plenty of discussions to talk about sort of Sam Allardyce and David Moyes and things like that. So that bit was quite nice.
Graham?
One more question. Show us all your West Ham scarf.
It's downstairs. I'm not. My dad was absolutely horrified to see that
I'm not surprised.
I brought home a West Ham scarf, but I will be getting rid of it. I've got plenty of friends who are West Ham fans, so I'll try and get a bit of money for it as well.
Right. Anyway, moving on, because I've got a couple more questions and I'm going to try and do that. It's this new little game I'm going to try. It's just called First Word. And I'll name somebody and then you've got to see it. The first word that comes to your head. And that's, I'm not copying of anybody with that anyway. Okay.
Just by the way, yeah.
just different impressions.
Steve Fleming says, John, stay up all night. Best fight since Ali and Fraser. That's a big statement. That was an unbelievable fight as well. Akeisha Cameron Joe says the fight of Liam Smith in Liverpool was amazing. It was. I watched all the fights in Liverpool as well, and then obviously I set the alarm and got up at 4 o'clock in the morning. It was a great night of boxing. It was absolutely brilliant. It was I'd done the sport of boxing all the world of good and great seeing the fans in the stadium and the noise. It was a great night. Anyway, on to my next question. I'll start with Graham. I'll start with you first, pal.
Fucking knew it.
If you could bring
Best listen.
If you could bring one ex-Sunderland player back, like your favorite, probably your favorite ever player, who would it be? If you could bring him back now, just for one season, who would it be and why? Some of your player first, and you love them, and you'd love to bring them back.
Look, I haven't gone with the obvious answers so far, so I'm not going to go with the obvious answers now. I think I have two. They play in the same team together, and it will be a toss-up between Julio Arca, who I loved as a footballer, and the other one would be Steve Malbronk. You know, bloke who smoked 40 fags a day, lived on red wine, and was class on a Saturday. So I'll go with Steve Malbronk.
Good choice. Right, there's plenty of people in the live chat as well. Let's give us your thoughts as well. If you could bring one player back who you just absolutely love, it could have been in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000, any player who you absolutely loved, you can see come back for one season, because I love that player. Who would it be? Just put it in the live chat. Lovick Sana says Aaron James. Honey95 says Barley. 2002, Leon, do you want punching? We all love you, like Sean. All late says George Honeyman. That's it.
No, he's joking there. He's definitely joking there.
Alyssa, I'll come to you next. If you could bring one player back, who you just absolutely loved, it could have been somebody 10 years ago, and now you're only a young lass, but your favourite ever player, and you think, I'd love to bring him back. He was just so good.
I'm probably going for the more obvious answer. Probably Kevin Phillips. I'm just really sad I never really got to experience like how he played, and I think it's just really sad because obviously he's like a club legend and people talk so highly of him, and never being able to like see him play. So that's something that I would have loved to see. Obviously, such a prolific goal scorer, or maybe like I've always said, I would have loved to be in like the crowd when Mark Poom scored a header. I think that would have been one of the best years. And I'm gutted that obviously born in 2005, which wasn't that long ago really. So I'd like to bring probably one of them back if I could.
No, that's a good choice. A lot of people say that. Kevin Phillips. I mean, I remember when he first signed and he was right back, I think, at Watford, and he come in, and I remember the first season in the brand new stadium. Some of the goals he scored in that first season was unbelievable. He was just straight away. He was just a fan favourite. And I go back to the Wembley game when we played Charlton. His goals in that game, he was unbelievable. And I mean, many people will say that. Who said that? AJ says Stan Cummins. Hanny says Burge. Matthew.
Oh yeah, get him back in.
Lee Cattermall. David Jobbins says Jim Baxter. Aaron James says Martin Stewart. Chris Scott. Where's he gone? Says Katz. Gary Keir. Marco Gabbiadini. That's a good choice. Marco Gabbiadini. He was my favourite player when I was a little kid. Pop Robson says to Leon. Will Allen says Armit Amalji. Is that what he's saying? He's starting to make Gary says 95. Kevin Flavin says being Irish, I'd love to see Niall Niall Quinn was a great player as well, wasn't he? Absolutely brilliant. Right, who have I asked? I'm keeping forgetting who I'm asking here. I've asked you, Alyssa. Matthew.
Well, it's got to be Billy Jones, isn't it? No one said Billy Jones yet, have they? So for Billy Jones. No, listen, definitely not Billy Jones. Do you know what? Who I'd love to have back, who I really, really liked, and I thought he's not really spoken about sort of a lot. But he was a brilliant player, brilliant class, and in this division he would tear up. Stefan Sessegnon. Imagine having him in the team right now. He would be incredible. And I feel like the way he left is, going to like West Brom. I thought, what the hell? What was that all about? I'd love to have Sessegnon now. So for me, I wanted to be a little bit different, and I'd probably say Stefan Sessegnon, not Billy Jones. Although I will show everyone though. I have got it here. Now these boots here, these are actually match worn by Billy Jones, and he gave them to me after that game I spoke about earlier, Watford away, the 2-2. So those like size 5 little shoes there, Billy Jones match worn boots. So there you go.
How big are they? Size 5?
To the highest bidder.
Michael Hood says Kevin Phillips and Gabbiadini. Aegis says Michael Bridges. That's one of them was saying there, and Bridges was a good player, wasn't he? He done really well, and he went to Leeds, didn't he? But he was good player. Aaron James, Monty. No one said Mvia. It's funny enough because I was actually going to see Jan Mvia because I don't think I'm with the obvious ones like Phillips or Jermaine Defoe's. I think Jan Mvia that season was just you could see how good he was, quality, wasn't he? And then the sad thing, he wanted to come back as well, and we replaced him with Ndong. That just says it all. But there's many after you could say fan favorite you love, but Jan Mvia was just brilliant, man. He was just had that little bit of quality, man. He had that little bit of quality about him. But moving on, and like you say, because we've got the 20-question quiz coming up. What?
20 questions.
Yeah, I think so. Right, we're playing a new game. I don't know if the live chat will interact as well, but I'm going to see a word or a name of somebody, and I'm going to ask like Matthew, Alyssa, and Graham, and you just got to give us the first word that comes to your head. Just chew it as quick as you can. We'll get around it, and then we'll go to the quiz. Yeah, but if you want to do it in the live chat as well, it's going to be hard. Just type in the first word and then put in the live chat. But anyway, I'll start with Matthew. You first. Ella Short.
American.
Alyssa.
Oh, I get really stressed. Hang on. Unfair.
Graham.
Misguided.
Jimmy Anderson. Alyssa. Cricketer. Jimmy Anderson.
Indifferent.
Graham.
Legend.
Matthew.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Right. Remember, just do the first word that comes to your head. Eddie Hearn. Alyssa.
Boxing.
Matthew.
I'll come back to me here.
Graham.
No context Hearn. Hilarious on Twitter.
Matthew. Eddie Hearn.
What's that word? What's that thing he says? Hang on. It's this thing that he says.
You with a headband.
Geezer. Just say that.
Geezer. There you go. Graham. Next one. Boris Johnson.
Arsehole.
Matthew.
Funny.
Alyssa.
Tory.
Can I have another one?
Other than
brushes his hair with a balloon.
Right. Alyssa, Dave the Rave.
Class.
Graham.
Legend.
Matthew.
Jesus.
Tyson Fury, Alyssa.
Winner.
Graham.
World class.
One word, Matthew.
One word, yeah. Inspiration.
Inspiration. I like that. Right, start again. Charlie Methven. Matthew.
Posh.
Graham.
Tory.
Alyssa.
Salmon.
Yes. Get in.
Right. I'll start with you, Graham. Andy Murray.
Scotsman.
Matthew.
Tennis.
Alyssa.
Wimbledon.
Right. Here's one. I'll start with you, Matthew, first. Jesus of Nazareth.
Board.
Alyssa.
Iconic.
Graham.
Class.
Right. Ben Stokes. Alyssa.
Ginger.
Yeah, what are you supposed to say that?
I
Matthew.
was going to say that.
Just one word.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
I don't know.
And we use this again. Legend.
Legend. Right. Next one. I want some good ones of this one.
We have some
Right.
horrible people now.
I've got some coming up. Right. Deontay Wilder. Alyssa.
I don't know.
Right. Graham.
Past is best. All in one word.
Matthew.
Loser.
I was going to say that myself.
That'll do.
Sour loser. Right. Next one. Britney Spears. Graham.
Past it.
Alyssa.
Free.
Matthew.
Toxic.
Hey.
Right. Next one. I'll start with you, Matthew. Chris Sutton. Yet Sunderland.
Jesus. I'm trying to think of good words. I don't know. Come back to me.
Right. Alyssa. Chris Sutton. I can't remember him. And sorry, it's a bit of a thingy on that. He always calls Sunderland, so I thought he might have said some thingy word. Graham. Chris Sutton.
Arse.
Right. Next one. Tiger Woods. Matthew.
Car.
Golf.
Graham.
Womanizer.
That's the best one. I didn't think any of us would think it up, but that's the best one. Right. James Corden. Alyssa.
Gavin.
Graham.
Unfunny.
Matthew.
Smithy.
Right, back to you, Matthew. Lewis Hamilton.
Paranoid.
Graham.
Egotistical.
Alyssa.
Champion.
Right, back to you, Alyssa. Steve Bruce.
Pie face.
Matthew.
Fat.
Graham.
Greg's.
It's just like bacon.
Right, back to you, Graham. Spice Girls.
Shite.
Matthew.
Wannabe.
Alyssa.
Legends.
Legends. Right, back to you, Alyssa. Donald Trump.
Orange.
Matthew.
Fantastic.
Graham.
Wig.
Right. Graham. Tom Cruise.
Short.
Matthew.
Small.
Alyssa.
Actor.
Back to you, Alyssa. Peter Crouch.
Massive.
Matthew.
Lanky.
Graham.
Robot.
Robot. Right, last one. I'll just keep the thing. So we're going at the quiz now. Amanda Stavely. Alyssa.
Saudis.
Matthew.
Can I use more than one word, please?
Yeah, all right
Plastic surgery gone wrong.
then. Graham. How are you, Graham?
Sorry. I'm going to apologise in advance. Bloke. Fucking
Right.
hell.
That ends the game. The first word game. I don't know if we might try and keep it up. We'll
We're all right, that.
yeah, we'll see what you
I
think.
like
That
that.
was, that was quite funny. But we're going to go to the quiz now. So over to the very intelligent and good-looking guy, Matthew Lee.
Thank you very much. By the way, I didn't write this quiz myself. This was written by Forster SAFC, Christian Forster,
Whenever you want to, if it's crap.
Whatever you want to call him. Basically, if it's rubbish, it's got nothing to do with me. I've been told that it is 10 Sunderland questions and 10 general knowledge questions. So, yeah, get yourselves in the quiz. I'm going to take part as well myself. And
if you score 20 out of 20, we're coming around your house.
Yes. Please do. On Friday, I think I got 14 out of 20 after Dave's quiz. So thank you very much for that. What am I doing here? Right, let me get this on screen. There we go.
Kahoot.
Let's see if Sean's creative names work.
Oh,
No. Turn them off.
We've got Aaron James in. Hello, Aaron, Sam, and Ella. Alyssa is in. Ian Sun SAFC. Wet Duck. Justin. Was that you, Sean? Is it?
Why do you think it's me?
Right, we'll try and get a good few people in. That's Stevie in the quiz there. I'm quite surprised he hasn't come up with another one of his creative names, because he seems to come up with the very creative ones.
Just
yeah, go on, Graham.
please, Sean. Please tell us if Sean's cap is you. No.
No.
Can I just say for I've been doing this for quite a while now, and at Lincoln away on Tuesday, Matthew, I think, dragged this bloke over to say hello to me. So Stevie, it was really great to meet you the other day, and I was a bit like, oh my god, somebody from Sunderland football actually wants to say hello. So that was really lovely. It kind of made me night a little bit.
Yeah, he is very nice. He's very nice. He is.
Stevie Mack, I think, because Stevie Mack, he's
Yeah.
he's a top guy.
Yeah.
Him and his son, I think.
Yeah.
I speak to him a lot. He's a top bloke. Him, like a very nice lad.
Yeah, he's a very, very, very nice guy. So is everyone here in the quiz then? Graham in the quiz?
Yep.
Yep. Sean, you're in the quiz as well?
I am, yeah.
As what name?
Wet Duck.
Honest Rabbit 34, there he is.
Honest Rabbit. Right, okay. Right. Sunderland's in the quiz. There we go, the official club. Right, we'll get this started then.
Here we go.
Right, please be good. 10 SAFC, 10 Genno. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Back in the room.
Who has the most yellow cards for Sunderland AFC this season?
Oh God, it's got to
Carl
be
Winchester. Aidan Geeds McGeady.
Oh.
Let's always put their nicknames in there as well.
It's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. Who was suspended recently? That's a clue, huh?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
Oh,
pals.
oh.
Why are the graphics? Anyway, right there you go.
Milky's cap and Sean's cap.
Who has the most red cards for Sunderland AFC this season? I hope to God that those GIFs do not get copyrighted because that's what happened last time.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I don't think anyone's had a red card yet.
Nope.
I'm doing well here. Which manager finished their second spell at Sunderland AFC with the 100% win ratio? Oh, I know this one. What a team, what a team.
Just spoiled it with Neil Lennon in a picture.
Oh, I don't have it. Oh, this one, aye. Because he took the thingy game, the Wolves game, didn't he? 3-0 at home.
Yeah, the caretaker manager.
Yeah, but hang on a minute. So did James Fowler. So
But
that's-
we
that's
got beat.
not No, we beat Grimsby like 3-2. So I actually got that one right. So I'm not having
No,
that.
you didn't.
I'm not having that.
Not a minute.
Do these get checked, these questions, I could
We got checked by
This could be
Christians. So historically, who out of Newcastle and Sunderland have won more games over the course of the Derby history? Oh no, that's the one that got. I'll try and cover it up. Newcastle or Sunderland. I'm just gonna keep that covered because I think that's what.
It was last time. That's
Yeah.
what, Matthew. Jesus.
No, that's not right. Newcastle
that?
haven't won more. They haven't won more. I think we've won one more than them. I think we've won like 54 and they've won 53.
Oh, I thought Newcastle had won slightly more than us. But
I
it
must
could
say,
be
I
wrong.
thought Newcastle were more.
We'll have to get this checked.
Oh,
Independent adjudicator.
well. What season was the third tier set up known as the Football League?
What?
God.
Oh, yeah, I wear, man.
Fucking hell. Stab in the dark, this.
It's just a stab in the dark. This. One out of 4 chance.
I think we got more copyright strikes than correct questions.
Jesus, man.
Got that one wrong.
Season I was born.
Sean's Sun Lotion. What year was the iconic Sunderland pre-match tune Dance of the Nights created?
What was the year?
What year?
A year? Jesus, I'll
It
wait.
depends because you have the Dance of the Night one, and it's like Dance of the Night mixed with something else, which is like we used that for a bit. I'm pretty sure.
Well, it's just the
I
actual name.
think we're about the original one by Prokofiev.
Oh, yeah.
So good luck with that.
Yeah.
That's just
Oh,
1925.
give our.
Sean's cap, Sean's Sun Lotion.
Wait, what?
Milky's cap. Somebody's got
A
an.
wet duck.
How many league clubs has Lee Bazza at Amwell played for? How many league clubs? League what?
Not counting like probably grassroots and non-league and stuff like that.
Right.
Oh, do you know what? Oh, yeah, it's. I
4.
think. I was going to put that as well.
He played for Middlesbrough, Wigan, Sunderland, and Venlo.
VVV then.
And I thought there might be one more. I thought it might be loaned out from Barrett somewhere. That's why I put 5.
True or false? Lee Johnson has a 50% win ratio.
50-50.
Now, the only thing I'm thinking is that this is very specific. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's extremely specific. So he's actually stated the date. So it's got to be true, isn't it? There you go.
Oh,
Think about it like that. Smart. Be smart, kids. Be smart. There you go.
Listen,
Look,
if you're listening, this is a shit quiz.
we're not even on the general knowledge bit yet.
Oh,
I know.
God.
Diego Maradona wanted to play for Sunderland, true or false?
Yep. Oh, I mean, I'm sure.
Yeah, I didn't really know.
Oh, I'm sure.
I know.
No, I do as
I
well.
look, that gif looks about like sort of my dad playing for either side, to be fair.
Looks like me running.
True, yeah. I think he said he'd like, if he didn't go to Sunderland, he'd retire or something like that.
Mm.
Yes, because it was when he was really
Nunes said
young.
the same.
I remember the news article. I remember reading it.
And this is top of the tree.
Top of the pile.
Christmas tree.
How would I know?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh man, yeah.
Pension monument.
I can see it from my bedroom window. I look at it every day, and I don't know.
It's one or two answers, but you just don't know which one.
I reckon I've just put the wrong one. Now you've said that. Now I've looked at the answers properly because I thought the answers were in my head. I got it right.
Oh, I was going to put that. Oh, honestly, man.
Right.
Come on.
What colour is found on 75% of the world's flags?
Ooh.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a good question. Oh,
I
but
think
then
I've
it could
gone
be
with the
that.
wrong one here.
I've gone with the wrong one as well. Pretty sure it's red. I've gone with blue.
I went for blue.
Oh,
Yeah, I went with blue as well.
out with red. Oh, yes, he's getting in there.
What is the longest bridge in Great Britain?
Yeah. Jesus.
I've only heard of one of them. That's the
I
Millennium.
bet Graham gets this one right. This is what he specialises in, isn't it, Graham?
Graham will
What,
get this one.
bridges?
Yeah.
You're on about the shopping centre. Thing.
Oh, man.
I
Yeah,
I
man.
still got it
on
right.
about the shopping centre.
Honestly,
Jesus.
unbelievable.
There comes Jason. What is the proper name for your funny bone? Oh, yeah, I know this one.
My biology teacher will be fuming if I don't get this one.
I don't know.
Can't say she's an avid fan.
I do like the blue answer. Bone marrow?
No, I got it wrong.
No. I thought it was a humerus.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Also the humorous.
Yeah. Forster.
Yeah. But Christian, I think we need to check this.
Look, 16 people can't all be wrong.
What was the real name of the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire fraudster?
Oh, yes.
Oh, I know this one. I know this one.
Yeah. Colin Major. In the live chat.
I've watched the video as well. I don't know.
Jeez, the amount of copyright strikes on this. Charles Ingram. He was what was he? A sergeant major in the army as well, or something like that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one who had someone coughing in the audience? Is that
Yeah.
the same guy?
Yeah.
It was a good documentary about it on YouTube.
Like he was literally guessing every single answer.
It was
Guessing.
funny.
Because he was like, it could be this one, but it also could be that one.
Right, number 15. What was the name of Kurt Cobain's partner?
I don't know who that is.
The bloke who shot himself in the face from Nirvana.
Oh.
Oh, right. I know.
Probably before your time, if I'm honest.
This is just a guess.
Mine is as well. Totally. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Pure guess, not good.
Well, I'm really falling down here. What year was Doctor Who first shown on TV?
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
The summer of '69.
I'm going for that one because it's a class tune.
No, I haven't got a clue.
Anyone have a favourite
they
Doctor?
picked Peter Capaldi in a different program because that's the thick of it, I think.
Oh,
Bollocks.
Yes.
I got that one wrong.
Surgeon.
Was this on six?
Oh well, I've completely fallen off now, haven't I?
Mhm.
Jesus. What is pi? Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
you
fucking kidding me.
There's a
This isn't-
song. There's a
this
song.
isn't-
I can't remember the song.
This isn't the Steve Bruce version of a five, is it?
Hey, honestly.
I didn't do very well in maths.
Oh, I've got a calculator here somewhere.
Oh,
Yes, we're right.
no, I got it wrong.
Brilliant.
Oh, I've got it right. as well.
Oh, wet duck.
That's really just wet ducks at the top.
I'm fuming.
The FA banned women's football for 50 years.
Oh,
What is that?
What kind of question is that, man? Oh, Christian, I'm gonna have a word with you when I see you. Like, oh,
Yeah.
it was Dave punching. We'll have to get Dave to do another one.
Yeah, we'll have to get Dave to do another one.
Oh, are you
there's a documentary on it on the telly, and that's how I know.
Oh, Alyssa, just jumpers there.
Double points.
Double points.
What is the name given to an angle that
Oh.
measures less than... Oh, I know this one.
GCSE maths. Yay.
I'm gonna flip through.
Can I just tell you, it was 31 years ago that I did GCSE maths.
I got a
So
6
that's
in
not my
maths. Was it?
Sorry, 29 years ago.
It's an acute angle. Anything from 0 to 90 degrees is acute. 90 degrees is a right angle. And anything from 90 to 180 is obtuse. And then anything outside that to 360 is reflex, I think. So there you go.
How daft did you look, are you?
No, I'm not.
It's
Thank
on
you
the
very
last question. It's on the last
Go on,
question.
double points again.
Double point.
Having the same meaning as another word.
Oh no, it's
Are you going to spell it correctly?
I can't even say it, so I'm not even gonna attempt trying to say it.
Oh, I've got it wrong.
I'm sure it's an N on the end. It's a synonym.
Synonym.
I got it wrong. I've definitely got this one wrong. 100%.
Synonym.
I think the proper answer was.
It's a synonym. I know it's a synonym.
Get in. Come on.
On the podium.
Oh,
Oh, give over.
all right. Well, at least I made it in. Thank you.
What happened there, like? I fell out the top 3. Last hurdle.
This is top. Well done.
Great general knowledge.
Well done. Well, thank you very much, Christian Forster, for that. We do really appreciate that. So thank you very much.
The screenshot
Anyway.
that come first. Was that you, Alyssa?
Oh God. Oh well.
There you go. I get the fact I'm third.
Second.
Did you come second then, Graham?
Yes, mate.
There you go. Fair enough.
Fixed.
Thank you.
The fix.
The wet duck was nowhere to be seen.
The questions. They need chatting again. We'll have to do it.
We've just had a message from Aaron, who said he will sort us a quiz. So yes, please, Aaron,
Will he now?
the quiz, mate. Thank you very much. We get that ready for us for Friday, and then a message to everyone watching: if you want to make a quiz, it's very simple. Just make it on Kahoot, and then just send it to me, Twitter DMs, and then we'll do it on the show. Just make sure you double check all the answers, fact check them, and everything like that. Graham.
Chris Scott in the live chat says, "Bring back Graham's quizzes."
I think we should, Graham. Friday or yeah. Friday, Graham.
Yeah, we'll try.
I'm ready.
We'll try.
Oh well. That's about it then, Matthew. I think for tonight. What do you say?
Yeah.
All right.
about it.
All happy? Alyssa, you happy?
Yeah.
Graham, are you happy?
Always happy, mate. Happy to come second the quiz and happy to be able to answer all your questions without making a twat of myself.
Matthew, are you happy?
Aye.
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 Well, let's see if you want to try and do a quiz, just make sure that you double check the answers, because I think there was a couple of what was dubious tonight. Like, we'll have to get it checked over. You know, because me and Matthew's bad losers, isn't we, Matthew?
We're losers. Yeah, bad losers. Yeah, we don't. We're me and Sean. We're winners. Certainly. Yes, we don't give up very easily.
No. All right, so thanks for everybody in the live chat. For the people what's doing the money as well in the super chat. Much appreciated, and we will obviously see you on Friday for Fans React Friday. I'm not sure I'll be available for that one, but Matthew, you'll be available. Alyssa, I'm not sure. Graham is available for Friday.
I should be.
Matthew?
I should be.
Yes. Yeah. I will be. Yeah, I will be. As I don't have to do
there like Pinocchio.
No, because at least I don't have to do like long traveling. You're doing long traveling, though, aren't you? The Saturday morning, Sean, all the way to Gillingham.
Hi, Gillingham. It's only
about half an hour away from me. About 45 minutes.
Jesus. It's 5-6 hours. 5-6 hours drive there. 5-6 hours back.
Jesus.
So it's gonna be a long journey. So I'd like to say thanks for everybody what's tuned in tonight. I hope you have had fun. With obviously with no Sunderland games, we've just tried to keep it entertaining a little bit, and I think it's been enjoyable. The quiz was it was all right, but I'll be having words with Christian when I see him in the Covey Tavern. So for myself, John Middleton, Alyssa Rowell, Graham and Matthew Lead, thanks for tuning in, and remember Friday for Fans React Friday, tune in for that one. Take care, stay safe, and bye for now.